Hala Madrid. Buenos dias. And listen, the vibes in the fan base this morning are a very specific kind of nervous. Like, you just won the lottery, but you're holding the ticket over a bonfire.
That is genuinely the most accurate description of Real Madrid fan psychology I've ever heard. We destroyed Manchester City 3-0 2 days ago, and now people are terrified about Elche. Elche, Rafa.
And look, I get it. I completely get it. We've covered the injury crisis on this show for weeks now, and every time we think it can't get worse, someone else limps off. The forums are full of people saying things like, please, just get through tonight with the same 11 bodies we started with.
That is genuinely the bar. Survival. Not 3 points. Survival. And the news this morning isn't exactly calming anyone down, because Arbeloa has very little room to rotate. The injury list is still brutal, and tonight could actually make it worse if he's not careful.
Mbappé, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Mendy, Ceballos, all out. Militão is doubtful. That's not a squad. That's a first aid tent with a football pitch attached.
And yet, and this is the fascinating thing, there's a real contingent of fans right now who are not devastated by Mbappé's absence specifically. There's a journalist out there saying Madrid plays more balanced without him. And Tio, that comment has gone absolutely viral in the fan base.
Madre mia, okay, we have to talk about this because it's dividing people. Like, you've got fans who are furious. How dare you say we're better without a generational talent? And then you've got this other group saying, well, she's not wrong though, is she?
And look, I'm not going to say Madrid is better without Mbappé in the long run. That would be insane. But what that 3-0 against City showed is that this team has a defensive shape and a midfield structure that actually functions when everyone is pulling in the same direction. Valverde, Tchouaméni, Güler, they moved as a unit.
So the argument is basically, and I've seen this on Reddit, on Twitter, everywhere, that when Mbappé is fit, the team bends itself around him in ways that break the balance. And when he's not there, guys like Brahim and Güler and Vini just breathe differently.
It's a conversation worth having, but I'll say this. Let's revisit it when Mbappé is actually back and fit for a full month. We haven't really seen the best version of him at this club yet. I'm not ready to write him off based on injury-interrupted form.
Fair. Venga, let's talk about the story that's actually got fans genuinely emotional this morning. Fran García, because this one has layers, Tio.
Oh, this one is beautiful actually. Fran García starts tonight, and people who know the backstory are rooting for him in a very specific, warm way. Because this guy was basically pushed out the door. There was a move to Bournemouth that fell apart, and now here he is, starting a LaLiga match in a week where Madrid just beat Man City.
And the fans have picked up on it. There's real sympathy for him. One comment I saw said something like, he went from being shown the exit to starting in the week of our biggest win in years. Football is mad. And honestly, yeah, football is mad.
He also benefits from the Mendy injury situation, obviously. He's not exactly the first choice left back when everyone is fit. But tonight is his chance to make the case that he deserves more than a backup role. And with Carreras also injured, he might be playing a lot more than anyone expected this month.
And look, Fran García has always been solid. Not flashy, not the kind of guy who gets highlight reels but reliable. The kind of player that Madridistas appreciate more when he's gone than when he's there. You know what I mean?
Classic Real Madrid fan behavior. Ignore someone for months, then panic when they might leave. But tonight is a real opportunity for him to plant his flag. Elche aren't going to make it easy on the flanks, by the way. They've got some lively forwards, Rafa Mir, Tete Morente, so Fran's defensive work will be tested.
Right, and speaking of Elche, I want to give them their due because I've seen fans on the forums being extremely dismissive and I think that's dangerous. Yes, they're fighting relegation. Yes, on paper, Madrid should win comfortably. But this squad, tonight, without half its first team, que barbaridad. Complacency is our enemy.
The historical context here is wild, actually. Marca dug up that the last time Real Madrid played Elche, there was an 11-1. In 1960, I mean, that's a different sport entirely. But the point is, Elche have always been a club that shows up awkward and makes things uncomfortable.
And honestly, the fan sentiment I'm seeing is not complacency, it's more like anxiety. People are genuinely worried about someone picking up an injury tonight that wrecks the next few weeks. The Champions League quarterfinals are coming, Arbeloa has no bodies, and every match now feels like walking through a minefield.
Which brings me to Huijsen, who I think deserves a mention this morning. He had a really difficult few weeks. There were fans questioning him, questioning whether a young central defender could handle the pressure. And then against City, he was composed. He was reading the game well. That was a confidence moment for him.
Yeah, and I think after yesterday's episode, we covered the Arbeloa vindication tour pretty thoroughly. We don't need to go back over all of that. But the one thing I'll add is that the trust Arbeloa showed in young players like Huijsen and Güler is now being rewarded. And the fans who were screaming for his head 2 weeks ago are very quiet right now.
Very quiet, suspiciously quiet. I'm waiting for them to come back with, well, I always believed in Arbeloa. Give it a week, Rafa.
Ha! Every single time. Vamos, the bottom line for tonight. Madrid go into this match on the back of an incredible result, a short-handed squad, and a La Liga title race that they absolutely cannot afford to let slip. 3 points tonight are not optional.
And the hope is that the momentum from City carries over, that the confidence in the system, the belief in each other, that it doesn't evaporate against a team that's going to sit deep and make Madrid work for every inch.
I'll be watching with my heart in my throat, same as always. Hala Madrid, tonight we go again. And whatever happens, we'll have all the reaction tomorrow morning, right here on Ruido Blanco.
Post-match show tomorrow, full breakdown of Elche, the goals, the scares, the Fran García verdict. Don't miss it. Take care of yourselves, Tios. Hala Madrid.